Hello everyone, today I want to discuss the relationship between silence and contemplation. Silence is a crucial factor to develop our spiritual journey. Without being quiet, we cannot encounter contemplation. But it is difficult to be quiet in our business or in our busyness. We are all so busy and we cannot be quiet in our business, in our daily lives. But many spiritual masters stress being quiet matter for our spiritual journey. Without being quiet, we cannot experience contemplation. But I have a various method to cultivate my silence, my ability of embracing silence, and I am a big fan of Junzo Shono. Junzo Shono is a Japanese contemporary author, and he embraced his ordinary aspect of life, and he just depict his ordinary events, regular events, and he disliked describing dramatical adventure, but he just depict his ordinary life in which he make a conversation with his friend and he play with his children, and he just live in his ordinariness. It's matter for us, and of course he is not a Christian, but yeah, I can learn a lot from him to cultivate my spiritual journey. So in the Bible there are a lot of dramatical events. Some blasphemy people are against God. Some prophets are against God, and they are not obedience in trusting God. And but some heroes, including David or other prophets, are so obedient and trust in God. And there are a lot of dramatical events in the description of the Bible. There are war, conflicts, destruction, masculinity, and other great contradiction in the Bible. And through reading the scripture, we can imagine how dramatical this world is. But in the background of the Bible, there are numerous ordinary aspects in our life. For example, Jesus himself was an ordinary man. He maintains his ordinary business as a carpenter, and he maintains his normal life as a normal person. And so we can live like a Jesus. We can live like a normal man, like a Jesus. Of course, Jesus himself is a divine nature. Jesus was different from us in the essence of our quality. So it is a truth that he lived in this world as a human being, and he embraced his ordinariness, his mission, and his whole mission comes from his ordinariness. Without his ordinary nature, he cannot communicate with God. He cannot be a savior of this world. He was a ordinary human being. Thus, we can be saved by Him. So anyway, we can embrace our ordinariness, silence, because we are human nature. We have a specific ability to capture the essence of silence, and we all possess a specific ability as a poet. We are all poets, and we can recognize the essence of the beauty of nature, the calmness in silence, and but the only thing I want to say in this video is that we need to train ourselves to capture the silence. So our nature are of course human being, and we are animal, and so we are kind of a rational animal, and we possess rationality, and we can calculate various things. We can analyze things into categories, but our logical thinking prevent being silence. Sometimes we have to sleep our ability to meditate on this moment, and so without this training we cannot encounter contemplation. So but of course I understand how noisy this world is. We are all so busy. We cannot focus on the present moment because we are so busy. We are businessmen, and all businessmen cannot stop overthinking. So, but the Bible said that we need make a space to meditate on this moment. So for example, Jesus ran away from the noisy environment and go up to the hill and pray to God. Jesus prayed to God in the silence, in the loneliness, and Jesus was isolated from the crowd because he wanted to pray to God. And so the description recommends us being quiet, and we should make a space to encounter to God. We should make a space to pray alone. We need to be isolated sometimes, and solitude matter for being silence. So, but after cultivating the ability to embrace solitude, embrace silence, we can pray amid of crowd. We can pray in crowd. We can be quiet in crowd, in noisy environment, because it is just an ability, not talent. We don't need to be genius, but we all possess ability to be quiet, and once we cultivate our ability to be quiet, we can pray even in a noisy environment. We can embrace our silence. So the only thing I want to say in this video is that we should train ourselves to be quiet. Silence is not kind of a physical situation, but silence is a subtle sound in your mind. So we can create silence in our mind silence is a subtle sounds. We can embrace the sounds through reading scripture and prayer. So, thank you for watching.